Hi, hello, and welcome to the Galactic Consulship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene, Priestess of Losi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for Aries rising. If you don't know your rising north node, will do. Okay. This is going to be for May mostly. So that's 22nd April to 21st of May, approximately a day on either side. And of course, if anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Again, this is designed for the rising sign. It's very, very accurate rising sign, North Node. Then after that, if you want to check other energies, great. It's not going to be as accurate unless you're the exception, not the rule. We'll be deliberating the findings again for Aries North Node or rising sign. And from the, the channel's coming through. So we'll be deliberating the findings from the Modern Woods Tarot by Lisa Stroh. We already have the Four of Wands. Queen of Wands and the Devil. Okay, so this is all the negative connotations. So this is a possessive, domineering, maybe even a cowgirl, somebody that wants to infiltrate a connection, somebody who wants to be, they're the karmic situation, Aries, but they want to be, they might be trying to infiltrate a connection. It's some type of commitment, whether it be love, union, or other union. It could be somebody with fans, somebody who's receiving, I'm hearing the word acclaim, so they're getting celebrated. They might be famous in some kind of way. They're trying to infiltrate a spot, our spot, in some kind of way. And we're needing to defend ourselves from them. Now, they could be dominating, possessive, repressive, trying to control. I'm hearing the word tyrannical, but usually they're superficial, superfluous, meaning they're prone to extravagant displays because they need some type of celebration, whatever. We also have the Eight of Swords. So now we're going back to our energy. So the Eight of Swords is when you've been caught. Previously, it would have been the Seven of Swords crossing the line in some kind of way. And then the Judgment card is here. So this is a person who's being brought under divine authority. And it's true because whenever you have these two energies, it means the past coming back to haunt or to be confronted in some kind of way. And this person is feeling defensive. They're feeling the needing to defend themselves because they wanted or want some kind of union, platform, redemption, salvation. Now they're in a position. They want whatever they're receiving. People are working on something with them, giving them some type of energy exchange. They want to continue receiving that. They're feeling entitled with this. Unless they are a Capricorn Venus or a Cancer rising, they're feeling entitled in some way. With the Queen of Wands as well, somebody could be a Capricorn rising. Okay, so I said Cancer rising, Capricorn Venus, Aries moon, Aries south node. So they're feeling defensive. They're also feeling entitled, like they should be the one getting what they're getting, but really they're diverting or maybe even stealing in some kind of way, and they're about to be caught. I feel like in the distant past, they diverted or repressed something, and now things are reversing. Because we have the Emperor. So I feel like I was saying, there's an Aries moon here, a Capricorn rising, a Cancer rising. We have Venus in Capricorn. Venus in Virgo. So we might have, somebody switched places or swapped, they might have changed heads, did some kind of karmic workaround. That's what I'm getting. So there was a diversion with the Two of Pentacles, the devil. They tried to divert something out of our hands to their hands. And over the next 2 months, they're going to be trying to defend their position. They took something that was meant for somebody else, or they tried to take something that was meant for somebody else. They tried to take something that was meant for us. Oh, yeah. And God flipped over. So that's weird. That's the significator for the deck. It's on the grounds of king and trickster. So this is a manipulative, duplicitous hoe. And they got caught because we were able to transcend their predictable behavior, their stuffiness, their conventions. They wanted to pretend to be some type of confidant or companion. And really they wanted a platform of preaching. So they wanted us to look at them like they were our savior or messiah or whatever. And really what it is they wanted to keep us needy, begging. So they kept warding off whatever we had on the way. That was their plan. That's what they were working on. They're a gold digger. This is a gold digger when the, oh, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm yelling at the cards. This is a gold digger. You got the Midas touch. You touch me too much. Hey, remember. Okay, so that just means that they know that we have some kind of wealth, fortune, abundance in our hand. We might have had earnings or something of that nature, and they wanted to deplete them or put negative influence on it because they're a beggar and they're victimizing us. We're part of their victim profile. So there's something we have that they want, and they're going to steal it. But see, they haven't, I'm not seeing them steal it. That means they already got caught. Because they have this feeling of entitlement. I hate this kind of hoe, I really do. Yeah, they're wanting a leg up in this world and they're self-aggrandizing. They think they're better or bigger than they are. Really see a destroyer with this Don Juan, which means that they're seduced or they're trying to seduce us. Nitty 99. No. They're a bully. Oh, and they really do feel entitled. It says here, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraints. So they were given a leg up, I think because they were our companion in some kind of way. And really they were a trickster, duplicitous, and they got caught up, being bound by the grace of the divine. Let's continue on. So here with this tower, things are going to be coming to light. We're going to use more of the negative connotations here. 7 of Wands. This person's position is slipping. They're quarreling. Okay, they know they've gone too far, or something is not working. I'm feeling the word slipping. So they're confused and feeling vulnerable because they had some kind of foundation that they laid, some kind of position that they had worked on, and it's not as they really thought in reality. They're not able to defend something that they've done. They can't come to their own defense when they get called to answer. Yeah, so they're going to lose their position because they built something up that was taken, not given, not earned. And 4 Pentacles, they're holding on, they're cleaving, but they're running out. They're walking into some kind of ruin, whether it be financial or otherwise. And the divine has their number. The divine is coming for them. Whatever they're wanting to do to defend themselves is going to backfire. Something here backfired. Something here backfired on them. And it's unfortunate because I think they were stealing from us, whether it was monetary or otherwise. And we had to surrender to the divine, or didn't even know, or there was some surrender, sacrifice, postponement, waylay. I'm hearing the word waylay. So whatever they're holding on to is going to be ripped out of their hands, and it's going to leave them behind with bloody fingernails. And they're really holding on for dear life, and it's Niguan Hapan. It's Niguan Hapan. Whatever they think they're holding on to, it's Niguan Hapan. Sucks to be you, boo. They need some healing. Let's look at that. I know the other signs didn't get. This person needs some healing. And they're running out of energy. They're anxious. And we've already let go of this thing that they've stolen. We're enriching ourselves with this experience, which sucks and it's painful, but we're moving on, moving forward in some kind of way. They don't like that or understand that. It's not a problem. Divine children, the reason we're divine, blessed, and chosen is because things that were sent to destroy us barely even touched our soul. We can take poison and turn it into medicine because we walk with God. That means every single experience that we're having here gets transmuted to the divine because we're God, sovereign, and free. God duties and obligations is what we answer to. We're guided by faith, not by sight. We don't look out into the world because we're not a friend of the world. We're a friend of the heavens, of the cosmos, of the divine. We bring order to chaos because we have God alive inside, Five of Wands, and La Papa, the Lirafanta, the Hierophant. So there's crossings, conundrums, competition, karma, because there's, conflict. And we've come up out of that. We've gone through the ring of fire. So this little petty jealousy that they had initiated us. They don't understand that we got to bigger, brighter, and better, to higher heights because of whatever they did, however they are, whoever they are. And also somebody here may have their Saturn in Taurus or their Saturn in Leo. If you're born in 1998 and you're Scorpio rising, this is going to be, your life is going to get realigned, readjusted. So if you've been doing horse pucky, stupid shit, and you caught on to that, you figure that out to stop, things are going to align. If you've been warned to stop several times, this is for a message of those who have their Saturn in Leo and are, I'm hearing Aquarius rising, Scorpio rising, because you would have Saturn at the top of your chart or the 7th house. So if you have Saturn in the 7th or 10th house, you're about to be judged very harshly. But it can be something that's great because, especially Aquarius, okay, so if you're a Scorpio rising, you're about to be punished severely. You need to go to whomever you harmed and apologize now, not later. If you are an Aquarius rising, you're about to be healed because you've already been under some kind of punishment. And this is specifically to those with their Saturn in Leo. So that would be 1977, 1978, 1979. That would also be, well, you'd be a little young now. I'm hearing 2006 to 2008, but I know personally Saturn also retrogrades. I mean, okay, because there was a bunch of retrograde around 2006, but also Saturn moved out of Leo in 2009, but the early 2006, the only reason why, because it's supposed to be 2007 to 2009, the only reason in 2006 is because there was a retrograde energy. Relevant for somebody, but then you would have a wicked child if this is the case. You might have a child that's evil and wicked. And listen, honey, let me explain to you. If you have a child who's evil and wicked, they have until their Saturn return to come up out of their energy or the rest of their life is cursed. Now, you can come out of a lifetime curse that you've done yourself, but it's because you've damned yourself. You need a dark night of the soul, which means after 30, if you're still fucking around or fucking up, you've got to get a taste of your own medicine. So that's the message to whomever has a child born in the mid 2000s, maybe even late 2000s. If they're evil and wicked, which is hard to tell for a child, you really can't apply them that label, but you'll know, do they scare you? Are you shocked at the depravity in them, the heights they can stoop to get their needs met? Are you confused by just how wicked they can get? The shit they do, which is kind of like psychopathic. If that's the case, which is very rare, but it does happen, look up the word conduct disorder and go find a professional clinician. Okay, ruin here. So somebody was digging a hole and it becomes a grave. They get caught up, they damn themselves eternally because they're fraudulent, they're wicked in some kind of way, they're scheming, and they're on the way to financial ruin unless they are Taurus sun sign. Or an Aquarius rising. Okay, because somebody has their Saturn in the 4th or 7th house. So that would be Aquarius rising. If you have your Saturn in the 7th house and you're in Aquarius rising, you're being redeemed. But there would have had to be some lesson. And if the universe is knocking on the door and you ain't listening, you ain't opening up, they're just gonna blow your house up, drop a bomb and move on. They'll sleep well, but you won't, and they don't care. Okay, because also somebody has their Mercury in Cancer, there's been a communication breakdown, and somebody is fighting for a way in, and they don't like our wisdom, our knowledge, the fact that we're secure in the self. We might have our Mercury in the 9th house or the 6th house. Somebody here is really good at illuminating, elucidating, enumerating shadow. They're looking for a way in. They're looking for a way to figure out how to negate what we know, what our findings are, what our intuition is saying. They're looking for a way in to bring more negative influences. It's not going to work, but that is their plan. They want to sow seeds of demise. Over the last week, they've been trying to poison us in some way. I feel like they're creeping in negative energy. It's not going to happen. So what are they doing? Yeah, we're a victim profile for them. They like hunting us like we're a big beast or a game hunting. And they want to create some kind of problem where we have to go to them and get liberated. They don't want us in this world without needing them. And if we don't need them and we leave them behind, they're going to try to destroy us. And they have some kind of creepy dark mother energy that doesn't always mean familial relationship, bloodlines. It can mean that they're in some kind of nurturing role, position, mentor, guide, something of that nature. It may also just be that they're older and they have power over us in some kind of way. We may be an employee or something in their department. We have trickster and wounded. So this is a diabolical hole because that's they're duplicitous and they utilize dysfunction. I'm disoriented, grab me a moment. Okay, so they're duplicitous. They do things behind the scenes. Because they don't want us to leave them behind. They want us to compromise our integrity because of our connection to them. It's a very specific type of compromise. They want us to stop doing things, to lose track of things, to lose sight of things in order to keep our relationship with them. So that's manipulating through duplicity, because it's a type of bully. They're going to threaten to leave in many ways, and they don't have to come out and be overt, direct about it. And they triangulate. They get people to leave us behind, or they get with people to withdraw support, or leave behind a relationship, or withdraw their support to us by lying on us. Now, we're a natural born something, moon card and the star card. We're exalted, esteemed in some way. We may even be in the public eye, have some type of platform. Something about us that is chosen. It's our calling. We woke up like this. We were born this way. And it's enraging them, but they're hiding all these feelings of whatever. This person is working on creating illusions, delusions, confusions. They've been doing this for a while. They have some pretty big and mega power, or they painted the world in a certain way, and they were successful at a previous time, and we're coming up out of this. You know, for an Aries, it's a second house event. So something in our values was painted poorly by the mother mainly. And that doesn't have to be birth mother, but that means that we had somebody in our life that was in a role to teach us. They're upset that we don't need them or want them or whatever, or what have you. They try to nurture somebody who should be nurturing and patient and unconditional with their love. They're punishing us for being independent, for not needing it. They're sabotaging in some kind of way. And we are a victim profile for them. And the thing about this is, like, yeah, saboteur. This person is looking for a way into saboteur. They want to fight, compete. They want to get in there and get their energy moving in exchange and be noticed. But in order to do that, they need to tear us down. And they were a companion at some time, and they want us to see them as a savior, some kind of messiah. I'm just going to be honest and tell you to your face, honey, that's a bunch of toxic, malignant bullshit. If you need to tear a hoe down to get your fucking needs met from them, you're a piece of shit. I wish I could speak differently, but they're trying to enslave us. I've got to speak truth to sideways power. They're arrogant and destructive and unwilling to be a human. They're only willing to be a demon. And they're creating an ordeal for us. They're trying to leave us in a sunken place so that we'll give away our willpower to them. This is some toxic, malignant asshole. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, so they see us as a rebellious or not listening to them. And really, they're violating our trust, and they're seduced by their role in our life. And we're just honoring our commitment, serving as a channel for the divine. Again, we are a victim profile for them. And so there's some kind of anger that they have, or pressure that they're putting on us. And see, I don't play that game. If I feel pressure at all, I delete your number from my phone book. They're using power to control. They're a saboteur. They induce destructive behaviors. Because the thing that they would need to do in order to get something going on for themselves terrifies them. They're not able to confront their life adequately, so they destroy other people's because it's easier for them. So let's see how the cycle closes itself out. Okay, so we do need to take a breath, a break. Time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. The information is coming in. The cycle started already. we need to understand the bigger picture, and we need to be connected to grace. Because there's things we need to release. Probably this whole. Something is going to be overdone, dead, because we have the 10 of Swords here. But that could also just be eternal damnation. The devil did come out. We have the Moon card. So a person can be cursing themselves. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so.